Have you ever felt a surge of frustration so intense that it bypasses your brain entirely, taking direct control of your hands and feet? Ryan is looking for his favorite toy, but it's nowhere to be found. A missing plastic figure becomes the justification for a total collapse of composure. Within seconds, the frustration bubbles over. He kicks his shoes across the room, marches out, and slams his bedroom door so hard the walls shake. The physical release doesn't calm him down, it accelerates the feeling. A lost toy morphs into a blanket condemnation, as Ryan declares at the top of his lungs that he hates everything. This is the anatomy of a tantrum. When we give physical momentum to a fleeting impulse, logic evaporates, and we surrender our personal agency to a temporary chemical spike. Enter Ryan's grandfather. He doesn't yell back or match the boy's intensity. Instead, he watches the spectacle with a quiet, deliberate calm. When the dust settles, the grandfather offers an instruction that sounds entirely backward. He tells Ryan to walk over and apologize to the door, and then to his shoes. Ryan immediately pushes back. The request is ridiculous. Why would he apologize to wood and canvas? They are just objects. They don't have feelings to hurt. But that resistance is exactly the point. When you are trapped in a self-reinforcing cycle of rage, a prompt this unexpected forces the brain to pause its momentum and recalibrate. The grandfather is demonstrating a psychological mechanism called emotional projection. When you kick a shoe, you force internal hostility onto a neutral target, but the anger comes from you, not the door. This projection is a two-way street. The exact same mechanism can be redirected towards something constructive. The absurdity of the situation dawns on Ryan. He realizes that attacking the room fixed nothing, and that he has the power to change his posture towards his surroundings. Feeling a little foolish, he turns around and murmurs an apology to the door. Our environment often acts as a mirror for our internal state. The objects around us don't change, but the atmosphere is defined by whatever emotion we decide to cast onto them. Think of emotional conflict as a matter of simple physics, specifically the relationship between fire and water. If you try to fight a fire by adding more fire to the source, you create a catastrophic accelerant that multiplies the destruction. Answering anger with anger works the exact same way. Love and forgiveness act as the psychological water. They serve as neutralizing agents that can starve a conflict of its oxygen, making further escalation impossible. Feeling that initial spark of anger is an unavoidable human condition. You will get frustrated, you will lose things, but what happens in the second immediately following that spark is a conscious decision. True character is forged in those difficult split-second moments when you feel the heat rising and you actively choose to deploy patience instead of pouring on more fuel. Take a look at your own reactions. How did you handle your anger today? Did you kick the door, or did you reach for the water? Till then, stay patient, stay grateful, and keep moving forward in life.